Are you ready to stretch? Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Ricky Allmon, and welcome to Life Talks Leadership After Dark, where we seek to empower you to explore your potential, engage your passions, and expand your possibilities. Yes, you know what time it is. You know what day it is. If you're looking at me right now, I'm looking at you. It's Thursday night. It's 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We're on. We're ready to talk tonight. I'm excited about our conversation. Listen, need you to do something quickly. I'm not going to hold you long tonight, but I do want to come strong because I believe I have something to share with you that's going to shift the trajectory of your future and the possibilities that are in your destiny. So here's what I need you to do quickly. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and share this on your timeline. Tag at least 3 people. Let them know Life Talks with Dr. Ricky Allmon is on. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and like this video. As a matter of fact, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll know the next time we come on, and then tag somebody, tell them they need to watch. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and share this on your timeline. If you're on Periscope, what's up? I'm glad that you're here. Let's get into this conversation tonight. I'm so excited about this. I literally couldn't wait to get to today because I knew what we were going to be talking about tonight. Go ahead and shout out your first name, what city you're on from. Let me know where you're watching from. Some of you all have been rocking with me for all 14 episodes. Can you believe this? We're 14 deep. And some of you have been rocking. I'm so glad that you're watching. I hope you're telling other people about Life Talks and how it is impacting your life, how it's inspiring you, informing you, and transforming you. So I was having a conversation, as I often do, with the love of my life, with my wife, and something that we do throughout the week, more than one time in the week, is sort of just have productivity check-ins, just to check on each other and to see how we're doing with whatever it is that we're working on professionally, how we're doing personally, how we're doing spiritually. And so in one of those conversations, she shared with me a concept from her corporate culture. And this is a concept that is engaged whenever she or another leader identifies someone with exceptional leadership capacity. And the concept is called stretch. That's why the tag and the title for this conversation tonight is Stretch, You Still Have More. So whenever she identifies somebody that has exceptional leadership capacity, somebody who goes above and beyond whatever their tasks are, whatever the scope of their responsibilities are, they engage them in what's called the stretching process. Now, let me explain to you what stretch means, because this is what needs to happen in your life if you're going to maximize everything that belongs to your life. To stretch in my wife's corporate culture is when somebody has the ability, the dexterity, the capacity to master where they are while simultaneously reaching for where they want to be. That's what stretch means. Stretch means you have the capacity, the ability, the dexterity to master where you are while yet reaching for where you want to go. And so tonight, that's what we want to talk about. Stretch. You still have more. I want to focus on, I know you thought I would make stretch an acronym tonight and use every letter in stretch to expand in this conversation, but no, I'm actually going to use the word reach, because to stretch simply means you have the ability to reach. It means you're diligent in what it is that you have in front of you. You're dutiful in taking care of the responsibilities that you have. My wife calls it prioritizing the priority. I'm going to just have to turn my show over to her one night, and I'm going to go find something else to do and just let you all talk to her, since she's been my inspiration and my fodder for conversation over these past couple of weeks. But to stretch simply means to reach. It simply means that you are wringing all of the potential out of what's in front of you, and now you're ready to expand to see what else can come out of you. It's time for you to stretch. And in order to stretch, you've got to reach. So let me show you what stretching looks like. Most of you know, if you've heard me speak at least once, there are two things that I love when it comes to communication and when it comes to language, and that is alliterations and acronyms. You know what alliterations are. Alliteration is when every word starts with the same letter. And that helps with comprehension and memorization for the person that's hearing it. An acronym is when you take every letter in a word to expand on the thought and to share a larger concept. So I'm going to use the word reach tonight as an acronym to help you to understand what it means to stretch. Remember, I told you to stretch means you have the capacity, the ability, the dexterity to master where you are while you simultaneously reach for where you want to go. And so I want to focus on reach tonight to help you to understand this concept of stretching. The R in reach means recognize. That's the first thing you've got to do if you're going to stretch. You've got to recognize. What do I need to recognize, Ricky? You need to recognize what you do best. What is it that when you put your mind to it, you put your intellect to it, you put your passion behind it, you put your will behind it, it brings the best out of you. If you're ready to go beyond where you are right now, you've got some things that you're already mastering. You've got some things that you're already doing well. But you say, you know what? My life is made for more than this. And in order to stretch, you've got to reach. And in order to reach, the R is for recognize. Recognize what you do best. What is it that brings the best out of you? What is it that even if you didn't get paid for it, you do it until somebody wanted to pay you because of how well you did it? So that's number one. If you're going to reach, which is how you stretch, recognize what you do best. The E in reach stands for eliminate. While you're recognizing what you do best, you've got to eliminate time wasters in your life. Yes, I said it. That's people and activities. Things that just eat at your time, but don't add anything to your life. That's how you know a time waster. It takes time from you, but it doesn't bring anything to you. You got to understand, time is worth as much as money because time is the currency of destiny. I hope you heard what I said. Time is worth more than money because time is the currency of destiny. And it's how you use your time that determines what you're going to get in your life. So if you're going to reach, which is how you stretch, and stretching is mastering where you are while simultaneously reaching for where you want to go. If you're going to reach, number one, you got to recognize what you do best. But number two, you got to eliminate time wasters, people and things that eat at your time but don't add to your life. The A in reach stands for assess. assess. Assess what you need and who you need. Remember, you're going after something more. You're going after something you've never had. You're trying to do something you've never done. You're trying to acquire something you've never had. So if you're going to do that, you've got to do an assessment. Don't just vicariously go after it because you know you can, but make sure you've got the tools you need. Make sure you've got the resources and the relationships you need to do whatever it is that you're getting ready to do. I'm almost done with this. The C in reach, which is how we stretch, the C stands for cultivate. Cultivate is when you take the ideas you have, find somebody else who believes in who you are. Now that's the key. Don't just go to anybody. Find somebody that you know believes in you. They believe in you when you got a great idea. They believe in you when you've got a terrible idea. Find somebody that's just down with you and cultivate your ideas by collaborating with them. Because let me tell you something. I don't care how great your idea is. It's important to share it with somebody else that believes in who you are so that they can help you see other perspectives of your idea that you may not see. It's called blind spots. Whenever I come up with an idea, I talk to my wife and some other high achievers in my life because I want to make sure I'm aware of the blind spots. Because as quiet as it's kept, all ideas have blind spots. And so it's important to bring other people around you. As a matter of fact, the Bible says, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. Y'all know I couldn't resist bringing a scripture in it. I'm a preacher. It's occupational hazard. The Bible said, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. So it's important that if you're getting ready to reach for something new in your life, that you cultivate your ideas through collaboration. Now I hear you asking. I see you right now staring at this screen saying, okay, Ricky, you've done well. You've told me that if I'm going to stretch, I've got to reach. And you say I reach by recognizing what I do best, eliminating time wasters, assessing what I need and who I need, cultivating my ideas through collaboration. But Ricky, what are you going to give me for this H? I am waiting to see how you turn this H. Some of y'all wasn't even paying attention to everything else I was saying because all you could think about is, I wonder what word he's going to use for this H. Well, here it goes. Are you ready for it? The H in reach is to harness your creativity by setting reachable goals. I got you, didn't I? That's what the H is for. Harness your creativity by setting reachable goals. The greatest enemy of productivity is when you don't set markers that you know you can reach, that build your confidence for something that you've never reached. There are so many people who become discouraged. There are so many people who give up right in the middle of possibilities because they say, you know what? I thought I was going to accomplish this in 3 months. And now I'm 6 months in and I still have not accomplished it. You know why they gave up? Because they didn't set reachable goals. Set some reachable goals right now. Whatever it is that you're trying to reach for, whatever it is that you're stretching for. And all of us are being stretched because we can't go back to what we used to do. The new normal demands that you do something new. One writer said it this way. You've heard it before. If you want what you've never had, you've got to do what you've never done. I add an addendum to that and I say do something different to have something better. So it's time for you to stretch. It's time for you to master where you are. Make sure that whatever's in front of you, you do it well, but simultaneously reach for something you've never had before. Recognize what you do best. Eliminate time wasters. Assess what you need and who you need. Cultivate your ideas through collaboration and harness your creativity by setting reachable goals. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm Dr. Ricky Allmon. This has been Life Talks Leadership After Dark. Listen, before I leave you, I've got something exciting to tell you about. As a matter of fact, next week will be episode 15, and then everything is getting ready to shift. So I need you to stay tuned, because Thursday, August 6th, we're going to be launching new format and new content. And then we've got some other things that are going to be happening in August. So I only need you to do two things for me tonight. There's only two things I need you to do. Number one, I need you to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because on Thursday, August 6th, don't say I didn't tell you, this conversation will only be available on YouTube. You won't be able to see it on Facebook. I won't be on Periscope. I won't be on Twitter. We will only be on YouTube. So what I need you to do is tonight, right now, go over to YouTube and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when we come on, because on August 6th, we will only be on YouTube. And I don't want you hitting me in the DM saying, Ricky, what happened? Did you come on tonight? What's going on? You just left us out here? No, I'm still here, but I'm expanding. I'm stretching. That's what I'm doing. I'm stretching. And in order to stretch, you've got to reach. So I need you to meet me on YouTube. Tell everybody. No, tell everybody you know. Ricky Allmon is going to be on YouTube with Life Talks Leadership After Dark. It's going to be exclusive. That's the only place you'll be able to see it from August 6th moving forward. So make sure you subscribe now. The second thing I need you to do is I need you to take out your phone. Go ahead and get your phone in your hand. And I need you to text Ricky Allmon to 22828. That's going to connect you to my newsletter, my empowerment newsletter, so you can find out everything that we've got coming up. I'm not even going to say it right here, because I've got some stuff coming up that's only going to be announced through my newsletters and to those who are subscribed to the newsletter. So go ahead right now, text Ricky Allmon to 22828. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm glad you hung out with your boy for a minute, and I look forward to seeing you next week on Life Talks. Have a great rest of the week.